heavily weighted ball, can this watch take the full impact of the rocks and rapids? It's going over, watch it, down into that raging torrent, buffeted and jolted by the force of that terrific current. And here it is, still ticking away, the world's greatest watch value.
Wow.
I'm Lyle Van. I'm a newscaster.
Amazing.
And I covered this Niagara Falls story.
I don't believe it.
The watch. The 17-jewel bull of a clipper, handsome, rugged, in the charm and color of natural gold. Winds automatically with just the slightest motion of your wrist.
No.
It's anti-magnetic and features this handsome
incredible.
expansion band.
Whoa.
Now the bull of a clipper is yours to try for 2 entire weeks before you pay 1 cent.
Wow.
Yours on the easiest of terms. Complete price from only $49.50.
Easy credit terms. All right, and welcome to Lunch Therapy. How are you all doing out there, hummingbirds? It is Interview Friday. Today is a very unique Interview Friday because we're going to interview one of our biggest contributors to the show, Jay Patterson. There's a lot of questions that I have about Jay. I've known Jay now for years. She's been on the show multiple times. She's always contributing to the show. But who is Mama J? You know, I think a lot of people that watch The Trust on Netflix have this question. Hopefully you'll tune in and find out who the real Mama J is, because there's a lot of debate out there about what she is and why she did certain things on the show, and does she eat Lay's potato chips or does she eat Pringles? I don't know. I heard mention of Pringles as well, so I don't want to horn in on the whole Lay's potato chip. I know they're going to make her the spokesperson. But there's controversy. And we got to acknowledge it. Hoy, Todd Lee. Hoy. Hi, Lolitha. Hoy, Guignel. Hoy, Camila Lopez. So happy to have you all here. Behind me, Joe Fury went on an expedition recently where he was doing some cave diving. And this is his friend Juniper. Looking at some hieroglyphics in the caves beneath the sea. I don't know. We're going to have to get him to report on that. He's not been a very good roving reporter lately. This is Lunch Therapy. I want to make an announcement at the beginning here. I'm in my talk show set. I've got something coming up that I'm really excited about. Mike Perkins has a show called Another Late Show Tonight. And it's a live show like this, but in person in the Valley. And what happens is he brings on a comedian. It's a talk show. There's a live band. It's just like your regular talk show, except better because Mike Perkins puts it on. I'm going to be the live guest. Thursday, 2/22, February 22nd. Mark your calendars, 8 p.m. I'm just beside myself with joy that I get to do this thing. So come on down, check it out. More importantly, does Mama J eat chips in bed? This is the question. Danielle, you are going to the freaking Valley. I'll tell you that. Lunch Therapy, here we go. I'm gonna get myself a modem. 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 All right, so here we are, a little healing vibrations just to start off here. Jay is in the green room with Boney hanging out. All that is gold does not glitter. We got to go back and see that one. Hold on. Hold the phone. Boney, can you scroll it back a little bit? Yeah, okay, good. We got to read this. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. Ooh, I like
Wow.
that. That was deep, huh, Mama J? Huh, Mama
Very
J?
deep.
Yeah.
Mama J's
So
pretty
not
good.
streaming? Oh, another
No.
late show tonight I don't know if it live streams, but it definitely has a DVR component where you can watch the show afterwards if you happen to be remote somewhere, like Todd Lee is. Happy Friday! Howard is here. I'm sure he wants to find out more about Jay Patterson because she has got some deep roots, I'll tell you. I had really good ramen in the valley the other day. Well, there you go. There you go. Another reason to go to the valley. But now, a little surprise. It's a milestone. 10,000 subscribers. Is that right? Is that number right? We have 10,000 subscribers, hummingbirds. We have achieved the 10,000. I don't know. You don't get a plaque or anything, but we got them on YouTube. And I want to send a shout out to all the hummingbirds who have helped us get this far. And to Jay and to Todd and to Guignelle and Howard and everybody who's been along on this journey. The journey continues to Kamala, to Lalitha, to Blas, of course. Thank you to all the guests. This is a little celebration here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, right? Kind of fun. I don't really worry that much about the numbers, but sometimes when they start to happen in a good way, then I'm like, yeah, you gotta have gratitude, right? Gratitude. And also gratitude to all the Patreons out there. Mike Knox, Jay Patterson, guest on the show today, Pam Palmieri, Guignelle Phillip, Seth Word, and now Mary Marks is a Patreon. For all you Patreons out there, we're going to have more content, special, secret content for y'all. I have a short film that we just completed. It's really a sizzle reel for a show I'm developing, and I'm going to show you all before it premieres. Congratulations. Thank you, Todd. Congratulations to you as well. You've been a big part of this experience, and I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's get into this thing. Let's see. I'm going to bring Jay on a little early because she's got some breathing she wants to do with us here. Let's go back to the this thing here. Richard Gaddis. 10,000 hummingbirds. Yeah, there's 10,000 hummingbirds now. Jay, I'm going to bring you on. You ready?
Okay.
You ready here, ladies and gentlemen? Jay Patterson. Yay! Jay, welcome to Lunch Therapy. This is not your official welcome because there's going to be the whole Interview Friday intro, but I want you on here for the breathing because I hear you got some good news for us on the breathing front.
And I did. I found it.
You
If
did.
you know
Okay,
how to
good.
say it.
You're going to do the breathing.
Okay. Here we go. Then we need to say this every day.
Okay.
Nam Myoho Renge-kyo.
Nice. Say it again.
Nam N-A-M Myoho M-Y-O-H-O Renge R-E-N-G-E.
And what does it mean?
It means eliminate negative energies.
Oh, okay. Is anybody in the chat room? Can anybody in the chat room put that in the chat so we can see that written out? Because I don't think Jay's Sanskrit is, quite. Have you been studying Sanskrit? Because I think your pronunciation might be off a little.
I think it's way off.
Just a little bit. I'm not criticizing
off.
or anything, but it's just
Yeah,
a little.
Don't criticize because
It's a little
I wish
way
I
off.
could sound, yeah.
Come on, Kenyel. Pop it in the chat room for us. Richard Gaddis, somebody.
Put it
Come
in.
on. Boney, can we get some nom? Oh my God.
It's Nam Yo Ring Kyo.
I love it.
It's
I love it. So what does it do? We say it when do we say it when we breathe? When do we say?
in the morning.
Oh, you say it in the morning. Okay.
And if you go on YouTube, they say it really cool, and they say it a whole lot, like maybe for 15 minutes.
We are on YouTube right now, so I don't see them saying it.
Right.
Where are they saying?
Yeah. So they say it if you look up, if you go on, I just looked up Nam NAM, which isn't even in it.
Yeah. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're gonna have to do some more research on this thing.
We do, yeah. You need to figure it all out. But
Here it
anyway,
is. Here it is.
Yes.
Nam Yo Ho Ring Kyo. I can't do it either. We're gonna have to bring an expert on here to do this.
We need an expert. Nam Yo, and it goes like this, Joel. You go Nam Yo Ho Ring Kyo, Nam Yo Ring Kyo.
I love it. I feel good doing that. I'm gonna do it one more with you. Here. Nam Yo.
Ho Ring Kyo.
Nam Yo Ho Ring Kyo. Nam Yo Ho Ring Kyo. Nam Yo Ho Ring Kyo. I love that. I love that. Todd Lee says, not quite sure what she's saying. Yum quo eat yolks. We got to get Mulva on here to be the expert. I've heard her say this. I've heard Mulva. Yeah. Really, Katie Sweeney. I've heard her say this just randomly, just as we're just hanging out. She'll all of a sudden go, Nam Yo Go Rig Yo. And I'm like, whoa, you all right?
And now you know, so she's wanting to eliminate whatever you were talking about, probably.
I guess she's like,
the negative energy.
Woo! Yeah, that's probably it. It's like, I got to burn some sage or something here. This Marshal guy's bringing me down. Renge Kyo.
Oh, okay. Renge. Oh.
Renge is how it's pronounced. Okay. All right. Let's give it one more shot.
Renge Kyo.
Oh, that was good. Nam Yo Ho Renge Ko. Nam Yo Ho Renge Kyo. See, who says we don't do therapy on this show? Who says?
That's right.
Nobody says it.
And we learn. We learn. And we listen.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
We listen.
Hey, yay on 10,000. You know what? You have gained 8,000 viewers in the last year. That's how much.
Isn't that cool? I in the last month we've gained over 3,000. I don't know what's going on out there, but maybe it's the Mama J bump. Could be the Mama J bump.
Yeah. You know what? I hope it must be because there's no Mama J bump in Kansas.
That's really? What do you mean?
It must be lunch therapy. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, look. You want to see my this is what I'm wearing tonight for my show. Where am I?
Miss Agni. It's the mispronunciation.
Yes,
I can see it. It looks great. Are you selling that merchandise? You selling that merch?
Well, I will sell it if anybody watches this stupid show and knows what it means.
Watches the stupid show, The Trust.
Yeah, because
you're not talking about lunch therapy when you say stupid show, right? You're talking about The Trust.
Oh, no, I'm talking about The Trust, not your show. No, The Trust.
Boney was getting all hopped up over there. He was who you calling stupid show?
You better say that. You got to say yum yum him quo.
Oh yeah. Nam yo rek yo. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to practice.
Because if they are not if they don't watch the show, they're not going to like all my funny sayings on my T-shirts, right?
Right. They got to watch the show to know the funny sayings. And you've printed out 10,000 of them too. So, and you've got them in your garage. So you better start selling them. You better start selling them. I think this is going well. I'm going to bring Jay on for this too. This show is going very well today. Kamala says, you are doing amazing work. Thank you very much. I could not do it without you, Kamala Lopez. Could not do even a tenth of it, even a 1% of it without you. Sounds like a Hare Krishna chant. Nom Yo Ho Renkyo. That is the same, I'm sure. This is Alem. Does the hand pan? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. Does the hand pan and beatboxes. This is amazing. You're not muted anymore, Jay.
I love it. You know I love this stuff.
Yeah.
You are right, Todd Lee. The show was very wrong.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't use stupid show. We have to cut that out. Woo! Nom Yo Renkyo! This guy is amazing. Go to his YouTube channel, Alem. He's got like 300,000 subscribers. But you could be 300,001. Yeah, 300,001 now. And 2 and 3. Oh my God, it's going right up. I'm still breathing. Wow. I love this guy.
Wow.
Alem beatbox. Mayura Henpan. All right. Now we're getting into the interview here. This is going to be good. Kamala says, did you see how Lunch Therapy's Stephen Tobolowsky got the Lay's gig for the Super Bowl? We have to find out how to get him to introduce Jay to the Frito-Lay folks. Did you see that,
Yeah.
Jay?
I did. And I'm thinking it's quite not fair. I think eating in bed would have been a much more enjoyable.
It's just the
Enjoyable
precursor. It's
commercial?
just the introduction to get people used to Lay's again. And
Yes.
and then they're going to bring in the big guns. Big guns.
Well, and don't you think now I have followed some advice given to me by fellow thespians, and the advice has not been happened as far as returned emails or anything. So I am not on your part, but
Are you saying that
I have
someone's
done
not answering your emails?
Yeah, they said, if you want to talk to me, send me an email, and I did, and then it's just like, yeah, thanks.
We're not mentioning who you're talking about. We're just sending out the vibe. The vibes.
Yeah, so anyway,
You know what's interesting is today, after the show, I get to play a hot dog.
you do?
Yeah, I have an audition to be a hot dog.
For
So
Heinz?
you're missing out. You're missing out. No, I can't. It's very confidential. Shit, I cannot say
yeah.
who I'm going to audition to be the hot dog for, but I just wanted to say this is what awaits you. Hot dog.
Well, and I could have been your potato chips. Hot
Oh my
dogs and
God,
chips.
it would go great together. Two great tastes that go great together. All right, it's time for Interview Friday. I got this great guest, Jay. Her name is Mama J. Have you ever heard of her?
Oh, yeah.
Mama J.
Mama J. I have heard of her.
Yeah. Everyone wonders, who is Mama J? Who is she? I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Let's get in there and find out.
What they have to look forward to when they hit this age. Number one, crepey skin. It is disgusting. And I am using crepe erase. It's not working. So this is why 3/4 length sleeves and capris were designed. Number two, flabby arms. Don't be waving unless you have long sleeves on. And sometimes you could give yourself a black eye. And for God's sake, don't be at the stadium at the Chiefs game high-fiving. You can injure the people around you, so just stop it. If you're clapping, tuck in your arms like this. These are just helpful tips. You know, women, we've got to embrace it, because I don't know why the guys don't have this issue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just Jay Patterson. Jay Patterson, welcome to Lunch Therapy. Interview Friday.
Hi. Yes, thank you. You know, that little comedy routine, they introduced me, it was black lady comedians, but I just happened to wear my dashiki that night, and they introduced me as a white woman wearing a dashiki, and they thought that was really funny.
It pays to be multicultural.
I was very cultural. I was. And yeah.
That was the day when Punky Johnson put you on the stage. It was so exciting. That was a big moment for us here, us hummingbirds.
Well, and it was yet another moment that maybe SNL might have called.
Yeah.
I've had these moments. Yeah, I've had these moments of fame this year that I think Frito-Lay's going to call me, SNL's going to call me. And you know what? But guess who did call me? Joel Marshal.
And here you are on Lunch Therapy. I know. That's the special Friday guest. And I'm so glad to finally delve into the whole psyche, because you've had you on the show so many times. We've known each other for years now. We've seen each other in person. But I still don't know why you just have a name that is one letter, J.
Because I love it. I love initial letters. And my name is Jay. And I like the initial J. But sometimes when you've married multiple times, you change your name a lot. So finally, I changed it officially to J. Scott Whiting. That was going to be my name, right? After my second divorce. Then I went to apply for a credit card, and they wouldn't take my initial.
Really? They said that's not a name. A name has to have at least two letters. That's not a name. Really?
Yeah. So I have so many aliases. I'm Jay, I'm JS, I'm
Mama J.
I'm not Mama J yet. See, I'm thinking I'm going to have to market Mama J, because if I say Jay Patterson, they don't know who I am. But if somebody hears me say Mama J, they go, "Oh, Mama J."
Yeah, so I think that is one of the things that you have to work on this year, is consolidating everything down to like one name. Don't you think?
I know.
I
If
call
you
you
Google
just
me-
Jay. I call you just Jay all the time.
You
I mean,
call me,
always.
that's how I started. I
Yeah.
started out as Just Jay, and now I'm not even using Just Jay anymore.
Now it's Mama Jay.
Now, well, I'm not even really using Mama J. And my kids are disgusted by that because Mama J gives you the feeling of that I'm a caring, loving Mama J. I made cookies, and they were my number one priority, and that is not true.
Oh, they're saying it's hypocritical, or it's a
Oh God,
it's
yeah,
false.
no, false. It is so false.
False advertising. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on a sec. Look at this article here that's kind of agreeing. They're saying the Trust unleashes a shockingly cutthroat reality show competitor. This is when it came out. The show, for those of you that might not know, is called The Trust. It's on Netflix. And there's Mama J. She was on it. And they're saying that you are like maybe one of the biggest villains of the reality scene this year. Oh my gosh, you're muted. They've muted you. Okay, now
Who
what?
is muted? Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's Boney keeps muting you. He's jealous, I think.
Yeah, on there I was a villain. Look at my face. Have you ever seen me look like that?
That's the thing too, is like you don't smile a lot in the show.
No.
There's not a lot of Jay going on there. There's a lot of like a really somber person that looks like they were like just put on this show against their will or something. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, because every picture of me when we're on the show that we're talking, I'm like, brah. And then all the interviews, I'm like a nut.
Yeah, you're great in the interviews. The interviews are so good. And I think all your comic timing and everything comes out in those interviews. So cool.
It does, but yeah.
But yeah,
My
okay.
granddaughter said, I can't believe
That's you again.
I am 70 for real.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Let's go back to that. That was kind of cool. Hold on.
Not your typical grandma.
Oh.
I had a Harley and did the drugs and the drinking, but it wasn't me. We can't be pussies.
Jay!
I'm not going to spend all day obsessing about it. I'm on this ocean and I hope there's some fucking whales. I just farted, excuse me. Delete that. You know what that's called? Multitasking. I like to go up to my room, and I love sitting up there and just embroidering. I don't care what's going on. And I tell you, nothing comes between me and the needle.
Nothing comes between me and the needle.
Oh my God.
You're like a role model for the kids. That was so great. I mean, what a character. Okay, so chat room says, I think you're Mama J now, just run with it. Kamala says, this domain is available, trustmamaj.com. Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh.
And maybe we can just call you Nasty Mama J so no one is confused. Nasty Mama J.
Like that. Nasty Mama J. I was with some young folk doing a podcast Sunday night, and I ended up being big nasty because we delved back into my past.
Oh, yeah. I want to hear about your past because in the show there, I'm not your typical grandma. I did all the drugs, but it wasn't for me. You sound like some kind of like biker or something. Were you in the Hells Angels?
I was not in the Hells Angels, but I was really big in the biker community. I was one of the few women. There was just a few women in Topeka and in Kansas at the time, late 70s, early 80s, that even had Harleys. And so we were pretty cool and we were noticed. And so we were a thing. I had the leather, I had a Harley. It was so beautiful. And I had saddlebags, and one saddlebag would be full of ice and beer. And then the other one would have my other stuff in it. And oh yeah, I was crazy. I was a crazy biker woman. And, I did it to the hilt.
Really?
You know what I mean? Uh-huh.
Really?
And then when I sobered up in 1986, and I had to sell my Harley, and I had to sell a part of my life, is what it felt like. It was very
Really?
painful. I couldn't
Wow.
be a sober biker. Yeah.
They have them though. They have sober bikers, right? I
Yeah,
hope
but
so.
I
I see
didn't
them
like
driving on
it.
the road all the time, and I hope some of them are sober.
Well, they are, but I just needed to change the whole scene. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, totally. I get that. I get that. Sometimes if
Yeah.
you connect things together, and if you want to get rid
Yeah.
of
I
one
just
thing,
needed
no me
yeah.
requito, you got to get rid of the
And
other thing too.
And I needed to sell the Harley because I was a single mom. I had just lost everything in another divorce. I had me and my daughter living in an apartment, a furnished, stinky, yucky apartment that had possums in the walls.
Oh, I
And
love
I was
possums.
making, yeah, and I was making $7 an hour and had to pay child support.
Oh,
And so I had to get a second job. And it was just, it was just all this stuff. And so I had to sell my Harley and get on with it.
did your life completely change when you dropped the alcohol and the drugs and stuff?
It did. It did. Very inspired by God. It was here, you're at this fork in the road, lady. Which one are you going to take? Because I was literally almost died. And so I took the right direction, and just certain things happened to me for a week. Just somebody said this, somebody did that. I ran into a person who used to drink and was sober. And, the next thing I know, June 22nd, 1986, I give it up.
Wow.
Here I am.
What did you do? What was your major occupation before you became a comedian?
My main occupation was printing. I was in the printing field. So I worked at newspapers in their printing departments, and I worked at small printing companies. I worked at publishing companies, and I could run all I even ran printing presses, but I ran the cameras back in the day. Oh, we're not saying back in the day anymore.
Oh, we're
We are
not?
saying, nope, we are saying, those were the days, my
My
friend. We
friends,
say
I
that
thought they'd
instead.
never end. Do we have to sing the song when we
Yes.
say it?
I have to sing the song because if you say back in the day as a comedian, everybody's ears shut off. I just heard that.
Wow.
So if I say, those were the days, my friend, then they're going, what?
Then they're going, what's that old song I never heard? Oh, it was very popular back in the day. Oh, no me reco, yo.
You know what? I have a show tonight, and I'll probably be going, oh, that show didn't work.
What is your show tonight?
Oh, I'm with Top City Comedy, and we're at the Cosmos Comedy Club, and I am the headliner.
Well, you're the
30
headliner.
minutes.
30 minutes?
Headliner.
Wow.
Headliner.
I guess, do you think the trust is helping you get that? The headliner
You
stuff?
know what? I'm wondering. I'm the headliner tonight. I'm doing 20 minutes at an all-women show tomorrow night. I am going to Omaha, Nebraska in another week to be on TV, and they're doing it an hour just for me.
Oh my God, you're blowing up, Jay. You're blowing
I
up.
am blowing up.
You
all
better
over the
figure out
Midwest.
what your name is. I think it's going to be Mama J. I think it's got to be maybe Nasty Mama J. I'm not sure, but I think you got to roll with the things as they come, Because one of the things that I've noticed, you and I have been friends. I mean, I'm not sure. I guess we met in
2021, January.
Is that when we met? Wow. In Stephen
Yep.
Rosenfield's class?
Yep.
Great comedian, great mastering stand-up. Great comedy
Yep.
teacher.
I got the
That's
book.
where we met online in the Zoom. You
Yep.
know what? But anyway, I've known you for years, and now I've seen you evolve like a cicada through many different forms.
Oh, yes.
But I also,
Yes.
whenever I'm looking you up on YouTube, I can't frickin' find you. It's so weird. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I put in Mama J, I
You
put in the J, I put in the this, and I put in that. It's so hard to find. I can find you because I'm good at it. I'm good at Googling. But we got to get you more consolidated into like a place. I know you have a website. We got to figure out a way to get you more unified.
gotta
Get
consolidate.
everything to funnel
Well,
like into one spot.
will you help me do that? Because,
Yes.
you know, I've told you that I have about 3 YouTubes because I would forget what I called myself.
I know you can't do that. You got to like, well, I mean,
can't do
people
that.
have them. People have various, like Sethward has various YouTube channels, but he has the one that they all
Mm-hmm.
kind of funnel right into. So we're going to have to work
Now,
on that.
you don't, there's no funneling. There's no funneling on
going
mine.
Yeah. And there's confusion
okay.
because there's J, just the letter J, and then there's the Mama J, and now there's Nasty Mama J, and then there's like, and then of course there's Mongol J from the old biker days. But we gotta figure that. We gotta clean that up.
We're going to, so I do think, you know what? No.
Yeah, I know what. What?
Do you know what?
What?
I think we have to be Mama J.
Yeah.
I just have to embrace it. Why don't I?
Yeah, roll with it. I think so
Why
too.
don't I?
Yep, and just
You know?
however you spell it, Mama J, but also like funnel in all the Mama Jays too. Just get them
Yep,
all in there.
okay.
Get your kids to just kind of go with it as well because they're just like, you know what? I'm the new Mama J.
Mama J's in town.
Mama J's
Mama
in
J's
town.
in-
Everybody look out. Time to fly straight, Jay. Time to fly straight, says Jason Edelman.
I do.
Danielle-
Thank you, Jason. Yes.
Danielle wants to be
I
part of
do.
the entourage. Yeah.
I know. I'm touched. You know, it all makes me, well, I'm done being emotional about the show. I am over the crying. Have you noticed?
Yes, I remember when you first did the show. You know, we were talking a lot, and but you couldn't tell me anything about it or anything. I knew you went away and did something, but you were so emotional about it, and because it actually was a bit traumatizing to you at first, right? Before the show even came out.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Guess what I said I wasn't going to do? I'm supposed to be looking at you and not going like this.
You're supposed
Okay.
to? Was that what? Who said that?
Cynthia Levin, and I'm taking that cold eating class, and I'm supposed to quit shaking. I'm supposed to be looking at you and listening. That's exactly like you just did.
We're working on. That's one of the things about lunch therapies. You can really work on your presence.
I'm working on it. Okay.
Your on-screen
All right,
presence.
here we go.
Mama J
Okay, here's
doesn't
my
need to
on-
bake you cookies. That's right.
That's right. I don't bake cookies. I don't make cakes. I don't even do I don't do birthday cards. I don't give anniversary cards. Nothing.
I love it. Hey, Cynthia Levin, how did you two meet?
Yeah. Yeah.
She was my comedy
taking
mentor
her-
as well.
I know that's what you told me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started this week, and we're doing a cold read because I thought it would be helpful with my stage presence
Mm-hmm.
and learning to listen
Yeah,
and see how I'm not moving my head.
I like it.
And anyway, I like her. It's about an hour and a half class, and it's me and another student. And so we're doing a reading, and different emotions and stuff like that. Yeah. And
Well,
I'm doing a podcast class this week. Hello.
Wow, is that to
How
do
much
a
more do I
podcast?
do?
Is that to do
Do what?
to host your podcast? Is that what it is?
Yes, but you know what? I missed the first one because I was exhausted. And so I have to, by next Tuesday, have 6 little podcasts put together. Like what?
Wow.
Yeah.
You have to have 6 of them?
Is Mama J overdoing?
I don't know. It's a good question.
So I was
Is she?
getting tearful. I'm getting
Deleted
into my
scene from The
head.
Trust.
I'm going a place where I do not like to
Look,
go.
she's freaking out.
I work really hard not
freaking.
to go there. Yeah. And then I saw those whales pop out of the ocean. And I thought, who gives a shit? I'm serious. It changed my whole, I went, maybe I'm kind of schizophrenic. I don't know. Going forward, we can't be pussies. We can't
Jay, my goodness.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
All right, now we get to the part of the thing where we say, hey, Jay, what do you do to not become overworked, exhausted, have a nervous breakdown, have an anxiety attack? How do these things manifest in your life, and how do you maintain?
Yeah, it hit me. It hit me again this week. One of my signals is I get so tired. I can hardly move. And I don't feel bad, but I'm so tired. And one of them is because, for instance, I had these 2 shows this week, right? Big shows. So what should I be doing? And then I had 2 new classes this week. What should I be doing? And then I had 2 days of being a volunteer. What should I be doing? And what was I doing instead of really being prepared and getting ready was watching TV and doing nothing and messing with my dogs and not coming down here and working on stuff. And I knew it. But then I finally came downstairs yesterday and I have to, it's just hard for me. I procrastinate so badly at times that you kind of get paralyzed for the fellow procrastinators. And then it slowly comes back. I mean, I still manage to get things done. And I'm as medicated as I can be. I can no longer, the only medication I would want is some nice amphetamines. But, we can no longer have those, right?
Oh, no.
Does anybody remember those good diet pills? Right? No.
Back in the day, woo, 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 no Mureco.
Those were the days, my friend.
I thought I'd have amphetamines for days.
Oh, amphetamines, and the good ones, not the fake ones.
Oh my God.
And anyway, sometimes
Kamala says you have to give yourself grace, Jay. You can't run yourself like a machine. I want to just interject also, maybe sometimes you need to play with the dog. You need to watch Little House on the Prairie, whatever it is, the thing that you do to kind of decompress and get away from that stuff. And I will also posit the idea that maybe procrastination is what you need to do to get the fire lit to do the things that you do. Sometimes you put things off because you need this compressed time to actually perform. You know what I mean? That happens to me a lot of times.
Oh.
Where it's your body kind of knows, oh, I just need to work on this in a compressed time, not a long period of time where I'm going to have anxiety about it for all this time, but actually maybe some really concentrated, good working time. The chat room's going crazy. Let's see.
I like that.
Jason says, I can relate, but the planets have been doing odd things. But now shifting the new moon today is time to set new intentions. Okay, time to set new intentions.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason. And then Kamala says, wow, I didn't know it was a new moon. The good ones. Note the safe ones. Mama J. Wow.
Mama J. Thank you.
A quote from
Yeah.
Mama J.
Yeah. Thank you. And one thing I said, because I do have a lot of issues and I'm weird. I am a weird person. And I told myself 2024, I'm not going to focus on my weirdness. And so all of a sudden, here I come into my weird tiredness. And do I have leukemia? Do I have malaria? I kind of go to weird places. Instead of just saying, well, you know what? You're not sleeping. You're not wearing your CPAP. You're not this. You're not that. And, I've tried to put it, can I just be tired, right? Can we just be tired? Do I have to have a reason?
You can just be tired. I'm giving you permission right now. You can just be tired.
Can I just be tired?
That's okay.
I'm 71.
Look
right?
at
I think
I'm amazed at all the stuff you've done for our show, which I want to say thank you for that, because especially for Barefoot Tuesdays, where we're, trying to innovate, trying to do different things every Tuesday, and having you come on and do, roving reporters and playing the tongue drum, showing up when you showed up in Ojai for that remote show that we did. That was so cool. I've got a little montage here for us to watch. It's not well edited, but it's just a little bit of what you did.
Looking for tarantulas. The migrating season is just starting, and even though they like evenings, we are giving it a try as we travel back home. We're going to stay on the back roads. Now, for instance, I'm going to show you something. I kind of know what to look for. Do you see? This is the only place in the world where the turtles come and sleep on the beach. They eat the algae, and then what else?
Oh wait, we can't see the turtles.
They eat algae. They come
There's
up here, and then they'll just sleep on the beach, and they're the only turtle in the world that does that. In the Hawaiian
I like the way your
Islands.
friend is coaching you too.
Nowhere else in the world do they do this. Isn't he beautiful?
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Zoom in.
Look at that turtle. This is the kind of thing that makes Barefoot Tuesday
so what
special.
I've been doing for the last
Look, there's me.
3 nights is I have been sitting outside in the dark under this blue spruce tree with a flashlight and my phone, trying to watch the cicada come out of its shell. So it's a slimy bug. When you
Look at me. I'm
first see it, it's a slimy bug crawling up the tree. So then I followed it, and then they hang upside down, like these guys are. And then all of a sudden they bust out of the shell, and I was filming it. It was so fascinating.
The black crab.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now, they're not doing anything right now. So can you see him moving? This is breaking news. I am at the UFO viewing place on Highway 17 in Colorado. So this is so cool. Let's see what this UFO garden is.
It's like garbage to me.
Oh my goodness. 25 psychics.
It's a euphemism for garbage.
Silence deafening right now, especially along our border, our politics. It's too much.
I like it.
It's
You
too
get
much.
political.
But my second song is going to be I Can't Help Falling in Love, because I can't help falling in love with all the hummingbirds.
That's so sweet.
Okay, here we go.
I like the way we can't see the drum at all. Can't see it at all.
I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and I'll see you on Lunch Therapy.
Woo! Jay, this is so incredible. Thank you. That was like all. That's just a small portion of what you've contributed to the show.
But Joel, this is what I have to thank you for, because in the last 3.5 years, it's because of you that I have taken on some of these interests. Because I'll see something, I'll go, oh, Joel's show might like this. So tongue drum, all of that is stuff that I have taken because I watch your show. So see, look how you've touched me.
Well, we help each other out. That's the thing. That's the whole
Yeah.
gist of this show, is that we help each other be creative. We help each other with our mental states. And that's what it is to be a hummingbird. Yay to all the hummingbirds out there. And also, I want to say to people watching the show, you can also contribute to the show. You can send, if you go to joelmarshall.com, you can upload, there's a button there where you can upload your own videos that we can share on the show too. I am eternally grateful for all the contribution that you've given to the show, Jay, and also all the other people on the show, because I think we've probably had 300 people come through this show. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing that people do. Lunch therapy needs more tarantulas. Yeah, we got to see some real tarantulas.
Okay, Joel, this year, Danielle, I'm going to the Tarantula Festival in La Junta, Colorado, end of August.
Wow. Okay. We better see some footage from that, I'll tell you. With over 10,000 hummingbirds, I don't think we can qualify as a cult anymore. What are you talking about? There's bigger cults than that, right?
Yeah.
We're a movement. Maybe we're a movement. Hey, here's an idea that I want to throw at you, and I want to throw this to the chat room too. Joyce, great to see you. Yes, Joyce Reese. So here's an idea that I have for Tuesdays, and you tell me if you think you want to participate in this. We're going to have improv Trash Panda Comedy Club. What we're going to do is a comedian will come on in the Trash Panda Comedy Club, and they'll just start riffing. And then the chat room is going to make suggestions for what they riff on. And they don't they just take the suggestion and just run with it. They just keep running with the suggestions as they come up on the screen. And then, maybe we have like 2 other comedians that are like in the green room, and then they tap in when the other person can't, riff anymore. What do you think about that idea? It seems like it'd be fun, right?
I think it'd be fun.
So that's what we're going to do.
What about everybody else?
Yeah,
let's get some more.
Let's get some more input on this.
Get some input, but I think it could work.
Yeah, I think it could.
So you start it first. You do it first.
Yeah, I'll come
and
in.
Say you've got some new stuff, and then we'll try it.
I'll be like, hey, great to be here. Yeah, and then we'll just pop somebody else on the screen. So the comedians have to be kind of ready to jump in.
Yeah.
And Boney will be deciding who goes in and who comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Right? Guignol likes it. All right.
Guignol on there.
Get Guignol. Maybe we can get maybe we can get Jenny Sykes to do it. We're going to get Joseph Martinez to do it. I asked him to do it in 2 shows from now. So he's going to be on there, and he's hilarious.
Yes.
Joseph Martinez. I don't know if you've seen his comedy, but he's an improv specialist.
Nice.
Todd Lee's got one. What's the deal with peanuts? Right. People would just say, what's the deal with peanuts? And then they'll be like, oh man, I can't. What is the deal with peanuts? It sounds like, anyway, let's go. Already I'm like going to because Todd
Here
said
we go.
Sounds like penis. I don't know. That's what's going to happen, though.
Thank you, Joel, for having me on.
Thanks for being on. And, anybody who's out there in Wyoming or Arkansas or wherever you're going to be tonight, where are you going to be tonight?
I'm going to be in Topeka, Kansas at the Cosmos Club, 8 o'clock, headliner.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So excited. So you're going to be in Topeka, Kansas. And what's the other show you're doing this weekend?
Tomorrow night is the Galentine show, all women, which I am so excited about. Manhattan, Kansas, 8 o'clock. Sold out.
Wow. So exciting. I'm so happy for all the things that are happening for you in your life. And I just think that you totally deserve it. Kamala wants to know where you're watching the Super Bowl.
Just here, just at home with the dogs. And the cat.
Crazy there in Kansas.
Yeah, I know. Where are you guys watching it?
We're watching it just here with the cats, and just our closest allies. Can't bring any, 49ers fans in or anything.
No.
Although Bloss is a 49ers fan. Yes. Shout out to Bloss. I also wanted to mention that. a lot of people are mourning the death of Al Martin, who was a big promoter of comedy in New York City and a big mentor for a lot of people, and just wanted to send our condolences to his family and to the people that he affected in their lives. Just wanted to acknowledge that. And now we're going to dance it out. Ready to dance it out? Let's do it. Joyce Reese says 49ers. Okay. The divisiveness is starting to happen. Here we go. This is one of our guests.
We're gonna ride till we fall. They say we got no future at all. They wanna keep us out, can't hold us down anymore. Gonna ride till we fall.
When we hit the bottom, nothing's gonna stop us. Climb to the top with you. We could be the greatest ones who ever made it. Yeah, I could be talking you. They're tryna hate, but we won't change anything at all. Oh, we're gonna rise till we fall. They think we just dropouts, living at our mom's house. Parents must be so proud, they know it all. They don't speak our language, they say we're too savage. Yeah, no, we don't give up anymore. We're gonna ride till we fall. We're gonna ride till we fall.
Thanks everybody for being here. See you on Tuesday for more lunch therapy.